How do you budget for unexpected things that goes wrong in the project?
Okay, so how do you bid a job and cover for unexpected delays or missteps? All right, let's go to the board here, okay? You have an artist and they're $500, right? A day. So there's a rate there times 10 days. So your spreadsheet would look something like that, right? The name of the artist times the number of days. So this is days, and this is rate, and this is the title or job description, okay? And so then you would have a subtotal here, 5,000 bucks. Okay, so far so good, everybody's following me, right? Okay, so $5,000. Like I said, if you submit the bid for $5,000, you've done yourself a disservice.
Right.
Okay, so who's managing that artist? And what if that artist takes longer than 10 days? Right. Now you're paying for the job. So the first thing you can do is you need to mark this thing up, okay? Mm-hmm. So you can mark it up to, what rate do you think you can mark it up to?
I'll say 600.
All right, 750, I like that number. So you're gonna mark it up to 750, okay? Because artists always underestimate what it's gonna take to do the job. Okay. So far, if you do it at 750, the new number would be 7,500. So if all goes well, which it never does in visual effects,
yes.
You'll have made an extra $2,500. You can send 10% of that to me. Everybody that's watching that, if you make that money, send 10% to me, all right? So now, who manages this person? Well, you have a producer coordinator, okay? So you have a producer. Okay, what are they a day? Let's say $400, okay? And so they're gonna run that project for the duration of it, which is another 10 days. Okay, so now you're gonna come out at $4,000. Okay, that's a number that you didn't put in there. Now, whether or not you hire a producer and pay that amount isn't relevant. It needs to be in there because somebody has to manage the project. Right. So again, if you wind up producing the project yourself, that means you've made another $4,000 on top of the $2,500. So far, we're up $6,500. Who's gonna direct this person, this artist? Oh, and that would be you. So I'm going to put in an art director. What dollar amount should we put in for the art director?
I mean, I would say it'd be like 700.
700-800 can be less than this guy. So if this guy's coming in at 750, I'm going to say 900. Okay? Now, we don't need to art direct this person every single day of the job. So you can just put in a random number there. Let's say 5.
5, yeah.
Okay? So let's say 5 days. And it's not that you're not working with him every day, it's just you're prorating your time across the length of the job. So there now we're up to $4,500. Okay? So let's say that's pretty good. Now if you need more artist help, I would put that in there. So are we good yet? Should we submit the bid? 7,500 plus 4 plus 4,500, it's 8,500. It's 16K? Okay, so we're at 16K. Remember, initially you were gonna come in at 5. So this is how you do a bid, okay? What else do you need in here? Are we good?
What about overhead? Utilities, rent,
right. You can't just show that in there.
Yeah, so how do you
put that in there? Okay, well these guys, they don't work on paper. They work on a machine.
Oh, right.
And there's software attached to that machine, so I'm gonna call it a workstation. Now I can't charge for the laptop to do the bid, but I can charge for the PC workstation, the 3D workstation, okay? And I find a reasonable rental rate. What's a rental rate for a machine? Let's say $500 a week. Okay. I don't even think it's that much, because we rent computers. So $500 a week times 2 weeks, right? So now you have another $1,000 in here. So this number just keeps growing. So let's just do a subtotal now. So now you have $17,000. That's your bid now, okay? 17,000. I drew that 1 too close to the dollar sign so you guys have a harder time seeing it. 17 there. Are we done? No, because now as a business we need to make profit. This is where we cover our overhead and our stuff, okay?
Oh.
So profit is gonna be anywhere between, depending on what country and where you're from and what industry you're in, can be anywhere between 10 to 30%. So you just mark that up. So let's just say, because my math is not so good, let's say it's 20%, okay? So we'll say 20% is our markup. And you just tell them it's markup, it's our profit. Everybody that runs a business understands that, because if you paid everybody, you still wouldn't make any money.
Right.
Okay? So 20% of that, so 10% of that is 1,700, so 34. So it'd be 33,400, right? So you can add that together. So now you're at $20,400 for this job. That's how you do a bid, and that's how you stay in business.